Are you using your database as an effective tool, or is it just an unorganized rat's nest? I'm Cindy Wadsworth.
And I'm Pete Becchina.
And we're with Achieve Real Estate Success. So today we're going to finish up on our book, The 7 Levels of Communication, talking about how to turn your database into a referral source for you. And one of the things that they talk about in the book is that most people just think that communication to your past clients and the people in your database is spontaneous, and when you bump into them, you catch up. But really, to have a successful referral business, you have to be very intentional about how you communicate with people. But most importantly at first is that your database has to be broken up into the types of people that you want to communicate with. So he talks about breaking them up into A's, B's, C's, and D's. Your A's are your ambassadors, they're your advocates. They refer you multiple times a year, right?
Yeah. They're the people that you know are going to think about you top of mind no matter what. And they're the ones that you're going to spend the most amount of time with. And what does he go into as far as how often?
So they say that you should have a phone call with your A's at least once a month, and that you should get face-to-face with them one-on-one at least once a quarter, either just them or in a small group of ambassadors. But be very intentional about calling them once a month and getting together with them quarterly.
Yeah, so your B's are going to be someone who will probably refer you, but maybe only like 1 or 2 referrals a year. They're someone that you definitely want to stay in touch with, but it doesn't have to be as often as you would your A's, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like calling them once every couple months,
Yeah.
and maybe seeing them once or twice a year, maybe at a larger client event
or something like that, because you do want to work on getting your B's to be your A's. Your C's are people who know, love, and trust you, like your family and friends, but they may not think about referring you. They may not have done business with you. But again, you have to have a very intentional way of communicating with them to keep reminding them that you are in the business and that your business relies on referrals.
Absolutely. These are a little bit more tricky. This is going to be based on a follow-up system that works for you, right? Because we may all have different ways of approaching this level of clientele. So you just have to give some thought as to what would work better for you. But at the very least, they should be getting a monthly newsletter from you.
Absolutely.
And at least a couple calls a year at a minimum.
And
right?
Social media is very good for this one too, because a lot of times you are on social media with your friends and family, and you can comment on their posts and just, interject in there that you are in the business.
Absolutely.
And then your D's are people that they're your not mets. They're your leads coming in, or your farming or whatnot. And again, at a very minimum, they should be getting emails, newsletters from you once a month. Leads coming in, how many times do you have to follow up with them before they typically respond?
We're seeing anywhere from 13 to 17 times before you actually get a affirmative or even non-affirmative response from them. And this is where, we jokingly said rat's nest in the beginning, but if you're someone like me who prospects a lot, you collect a lot of leads and they just go in there, and if they're not organized, like my database wasn't prior to joining a team, it was a rat's nest, right? And there was no follow-up system other than a drip campaign, and that was about it, because my sphere, my A's, my B's, they weren't in my database, because I was one of those people that just thought, oh, when I see them, I'll talk to them.
Yeah.
And once I made it much more front of mind, it was a lot easier to have those conversations, and I actually got a lot more referrals from them.
Yeah, so if you'd like some more information on how to categorize your database and what ways to communicate with them, please feel free to reach out.
Until next time, have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.